Good morning. This is Lynsey Monterastelli, and if you haven't been on here before, I have been working with families and women now for the last 6 years in their overall health, and then before that I was an inspirational speaker. And I am here today to actually talk about having more peace in your days and just really practical tips to that and things that I have found to work and things that I have found not to work. So the number one thing is to write it out. And I know I've said that a million times, and I know I've said it a lot in my blog, but even if you research how your brain works, when we write something out, pen to paper, we are so much more dedicated to that and remember it so much more than anything typed into our phone. Anything done in our phone. So you actually take a list. So I have so many of these. I have one of these in my car. I have one of these in my bathroom. For some reason, I always get great ideas while I'm getting ready and I need to write it out. And then usually one in my kitchen. And then I combine those lists and I put them in a planner. Yes, I have an old school planner, the Covey. Do you remember the Covey planners? So those are still about. But I use the Happy Planner. I absolutely love it. It's for me and my big ideas. And I write everything down. All of my to-dos, all the things in my head that make me feel overwhelmed is literally listed, just lists upon lists in my planner. And if I have that written out, there is something freeing about having it written somewhere and knowing I will not forget it. It might not get done today, but it will get done and I will check it off that list. And so I don't feel as ruled by the things I need to do that I would if I was just letting it jumble in my head. And then the second real thing to do is automate as much stuff in your life as you can. So the way I suggest people to do this is take 2 or 3 days and write down all the things you do, literally everything from chopping vegetables to going to Target to get toilet paper, to going to the store to get a pair of shoes for that event or jewelry. Write everything out that you do for 3 days. And then you take those 3 days and you look at how much of your life could be automated. And one of the best things I have found is Amazon Subscribe and Save. So I know you can go to Costco and get your toilet paper. I know you can go to Costco and get wipes. But I have found it so amazing to only go to Costco for fresh stuff, fresh and frozen stuff, food, and have everything else that lasts be on an automated system through Subscribe and Save, which you save more money, and it shows up on your doorstep with any monthly intervals you want. So you can have every month, you can have every 3 months, every 6 months, every 9 months, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. And you can say, oh, whoops, we have too much toilet paper. I guess we only need this every 3 months. So find as many things that you can automate. I also now get my clothes from a company and they send me clothes. I used to get them every month, and then I like what they send me too much, and so I now have it every season. And so once a season, I get 5 articles of clothing that's seasonal, and all I have to do is try them on, and whatever I don't like, I send back. So last time I got it, I got 5 things. I only liked one thing, it cost me 25 bucks, and I got a really cute new top. And so even my clothes and shoes are automated, and has freed up just a lot of space. When I need a dress for that, brunch or whatever, I have a dress now because they have sent me awesome stuff. I love Stitch Fix. Let me just tell you, I am a total believer and lover in Stitch Fix. I've tried some other ones, so it's up to you. Just try what you want to try and what works for you. But Stitch Fix has totally helped my wardrobe since becoming a mother of 3. And the other thing is the last but definitely not least is combined. So this was a revelation I had just this month. So I was looking for cooking classes for my girls that are 7 and 9. They could definitely be helping out dinner, and I had this dream that dinner would no longer become a stress for me, but dinner would become a time where me and my girls connected through making dinner together. I know, big, right? It's a stressful time of day, but I would love my girls to learn how to cook healthy. And so I started investigating cooking classes for them to take. Sign them up for a cooking class. That should be easy enough. And what I found was most cooking classes for kids are all about dessert. And so then I'm like, okay, well, this isn't going to work because I'm not going to spend $200 on having them learn how to eat more sugar, as they already do. And so then I had the idea of signing up for one of these meal plans where they actually send you everything to make a meal. And so me and my girls pick out what we want to eat, and then they send it to you. So there's a lot of different ones. There's Freshly, then there's Blue Apron. You know what I'm talking about. And a lot of them have free trials. So right now we're in the free trial. We have not committed to one, but not only are we making dinner for a whole family, we're also spending time together. It's kind of like a mommy-daughter date. And they're actually learning something. It's like a class, and we don't have to go anywhere, and we're bonding at the same time. So we have combined so many things in one activity. It's an activity, it's following directions, it's being good to each other, it's learning something new, and we don't have to go anywhere to do it, and we're not paying anyone else. I was talking to my husband about the cost of these things because they don't really seem cost efficient, and he said to me, this is so important. Like, our girls learning how to cook healthy is so important, and you're not paying for someone else to do it. Get the subscription. And we have new meals. It's fun for you to do with the girls, and you're like killing 3 different aspects of life in one activity. So making that list of all that you do in 3 days, and then looking at how many things in those 3 days you don't have to be spending time on, automate or combine them. I even do that with doctor's appointments. What's the most efficient ways to get doctor's appointments in? Picking the girls up from school and going straight from there. We're already in the car. So I make all of our appointments at 3 o'clock. If they can't be made at 3 o'clock, they wait. Versus coming home, then getting back in the car, driving to the freeway again, or whatever. So those are my 3 really practical tips on how to just feel less stressed. Oh, actually 4. Bonus. 4 is leave your cell phone at home. I've done this. I've lived both lives. I've taken it with me everywhere I go. It's glued to my hand. And I've left it at home in the afternoon. Not the whole day. So I keep it with me while the girls are at school in case, something crazy happens, and while I'm working. And then I leave it at home once I go to pick them up. And I leave it at home upstairs, because what research has found is that our brains were not wired to be on call 24/7. And when your phone is with you, your body is functioning in fight or flight all the time, because you're getting texts, you're getting emails, and your brain is constantly deciding whether or not to pick up, whether or not to answer, whether or not to type back. And that is exhausting us. And I have found leaving my phone at home in the afternoon, I am so much more present. I am so much less stressed. I have more energy by 5 o'clock. And so try it. Try leaving your home at phone or leaving it in the trunk of your car. It is amazing. So that's my extra bonus tip, is try it. I challenge you. I know it's not easy, and it feels like it's expected for us to have it on us, but it's your life, right? So try those things, write it out, check out what you can automate, and then see what you can combine, and it'll really add to less in your days of feeling overwhelmed and having more peace. Thank you so much for joining me here. And if you want to check out more of these kind of health, fitness, life ideas, go to my blog, fithealthyjoyful.com, or write any questions that you have in the comments below. I would love to connect with you here. So have a great day, and I hope this helps.